Imagine meeting your soulmate in your past life. That's what Princess Märtha Louise and Durek Verrett believe happened to them. But their modern-day romance has caused quite a stir. From psychic abilities to shamanic practices, this royal love story is anything but ordinary. The most scandalous wedding of the year took place in August this year. Princess Märtha Louise of Norway married Durek Verrett, an American shaman. She believes she is psychic while he believes he is not fully human, but a hybrid species of an alien lizard. The wedding was attended by hundreds of guests from royalty to celebrities. How did this controversial wedding go? Watch the full video to find out. Please subscribe and share this video. Let's get started. Princess Märtha Louise isn't your typical royal, as she has always felt a connection to the afterlife. From an early age, she was interested in esoteric teachings, and sometimes she felt that spirits were speaking to her. She claims to be a clairvoyant who can communicate with angels. At first, she did not advertise this and tried leading a life of a typical royal aristocrat. She had the privilege of great education, loved to ride horses, and was an attractive woman who got a lot of marriage proposals from across the globe, including European royalty. However, she decided to marry for love, and in 2021 she married a talented yet poor writer called Ari Ben. King Harald V of Norway did not like his daughter's choice, but the princess defied her father for the sake of love. She even gave up her title of princess. She birthed 3 children and lived a happy married life, but then the unimaginable happened. She felt an inner awakening of paranormal abilities and practiced teaching common people about the outwardly paranormal world. She turned her beliefs into a business, writing books like Secrets of Angels and offering courses on alternative therapy. It was during this time that her marriage started disintegrating, resulting in a divorce with her husband. She traveled the world and learned about mystical teaching, and during one of her courses in California, she met Durek Verrett, who was a self-proclaimed 6th-generation shaman from America. He's not your average guy either. Durek says he's risen from the dead after being clinically dead for 4 minutes due to organ failure. Talk about a conversation starter. But who is the shaman who stole the princess's heart? Durek Verrett was born in California and was always drawn to mysticism since childhood. His mother is a mix of West Indian and Norwegian descent, who was also a psychic medium. Durek's been called a charlatan and a quack by some Norwegians. The press claims his teaching to be dangerous as he's made some pretty bold claims, like saying cancer is a choice and 5G is a conspiracy to enslave the planet. As you can imagine, this didn't go over well in Norway, a country known for its trust in modern technology and medicine. Before becoming a shaman, he was arrested for using alcohol and drugs and claims he was sexually abused as a child by his tutor. This trauma caused him to become addicted to illegal substances, so he had a tough childhood. After his life in prison, he was part-time model, food delivery man, and took small roles in Hollywood as an actor. Just then the unthinkable happened, when he died at the age of 28 from a renal failure and flatlined for 4 minutes. The doctors managed to save his life, but he was in a medically induced coma for 2 months, followed by dialysis for 8 years. Luckily, Durek's older sister saved his life in 2012 by donating her kidney to him. After this near-death experience, he decided to use his inner voice and help heal other people through psychic healing. He travelled around the world to learn different rituals along with studying the occult sciences. Within a few years, he became a successful guru for A-list Hollywood celebrities such as Gwyneth Paltrow, Selma Blair, and Chris Pine. Fast forward to 2017. Something magical happened when royalty met spirituality, but the fireworks were just getting started. Durek's mum predicted he'd marry a Norwegian princess when he was just 14, and Märtha believes they were married in their past life. Can you imagine? It's like a reincarnation romance novel come to life. Their shared interest in the supernatural became the foundation of their relationship. They even did a speaking tour of their supernatural beliefs around Europe and called it The Princess and the Shaman. This didn't sit well with some Norwegians, who felt she was cashing in on her royal status despite surrendering it years ago. Their spiritual bond has become both a blessing and a curse. While it's brought them closer together, It's also stirred up quite a controversy among the Norwegian public. The backlash against Märtha Louise and Durek's union would test not just their relationship, but the very future of Norway's royal family. Some people just can't wrap their heads around a princess who talks to angels and a shaman who claims to have cheated death. But why are people so upset? As per Martha's interview, there's been a lot of criticism over the years, especially with her spirituality, because in Norway that's a taboo. Some critics have tried to link the shaman to a tragic event in Märtha Louise's past. Her ex-husband, Ari Behn, who sadly took his own life in 2019. Some people unfairly blamed Durek, but the truth is, Behn's death was related to his struggle with alcoholism and nothing to do with Durek. As an African-American man marrying into a European royal family, Durek feels some of the backlash stems from prejudice, as he will be the first coloured member of the royal family. It's a sensitive topic, but one that can't be ignored. After all, royal families have historically been pretty homogeneous, right? Their determination to stay together despite the scandal is pretty inspiring, don't you think? In the fall of 2022, they decided to get married, and it took them 2 years to prepare for this wedding. They finally tied the knot in August 2024, in the picturesque Geiranger Fjord in Norway that was transformed into a royal wedding venue. Of course, the monarch was not happy but blessed their union and attended the wedding along with 350 guests, including Swedish royalty and American TV stars and Norwegian royalty. The 3-day celebration kicked off with a meet and greet at a historic hotel in Ålesund. The guests embarked on a scenic boat ride along the fjord, taking in Norway's breathtaking landscapes before arriving at the ceremony venue. This unconventional couple threw a salsa-themed party. That's right, the princess and the shaman got their guests to swap tiaras for colourful outfits to dance the night away. Märtha Louise looked every bit the princess in her exquisite white sleeveless gown, complete with a veil and tiara. Martha's eldest daughter Louise was the maid of honour, and the guest wept during the tender speeches of the newlyweds. But here is another twist. The groom's jacket and the bride's dress featured monograms connected to their past lives. Remember how they believed they were married in their past life? Well, they brought a bit of that mystical history to their big day. You would think this royal wedding would be a media frenzy, right? Well, not this time. Märtha and Durek made a decision to sell exclusive rights to cover their wedding to Hello magazine and Netflix only. Can you imagine the uproar? Norwegian journalists were not happy, to say the least. The couple took it a step further, with a strict no photography rule and no use of social media during the ceremony. It seems they were trying to find a balance between being public figures and having private moments. Despite all the controversy, at its heart, this was a celebration of love. Two people who believed they were destined to be together, finally tying the knot. It's heartwarming to see that love sees no colour and culture, and we hope for the best for the newlyweds. Sure, it wasn't the traditional royal wedding we're used to seeing. But then again, when has anything about this couple been traditional? What do you think of this couple?